So, hey you guys, I thought maybe you'd be interested in seeing my fancy contraption here since I can't make my actual Elmo work. This is what we're doing. I don't get to see your faces anymore, so I thought maybe you would be missing seeing some of ours, so here I am. But here we go on another video. We're gonna go on with our cube drawing lesson today. So I just did a real brief, how to draw a cube. You start with your square and you do your 45-degree angles, horizontal line, vertical line. Mine didn't line up very good. Just kind of awkward drawing right here. Okay, anyway, your cube can also go to the left. You've got your angles, all three the same. I'm going to do my vertical line straight up and down, not connecting the ends of these two lines, but paralleling this line. And then I'm going to do my horizontal going this way. Okay. Other perspectives you can go with, and when I say a perspective, I'm showing information. So when you are looking at this box, you are indicating to the person viewing your artwork that they are standing to the right of the box, and as they look at it, they are seeing the front, the top, and the right-hand side as you're looking at it. In this picture, you're indicating that the objects in the picture are being viewed from the left angle. So if you put your lines going downward, what does that mean? Well, that means this box is now floating in the air, and the person viewing it is standing below it, and they're looking up. They're seeing the front, the bottom, and the right side. Okay, so they're probably over here somewhere. All right. If you make your lines go the opposite way, then they are standing below it and looking up from over here. So you have what's called worm's eye view, and you have bird's eye view. So worms obviously are on the ground, especially today because it's raining. Well, every day, but it's raining today, so they're out. Bird's eye view, obviously you're looking down at things as if you were standing and looking down at a box sitting on the floor. So when you're drawing objects, you're also kind of telling a story, and that's the cool part about being able to draw and make a picture. You're making the picture to tell a story or express an idea. So what can we do now that we know how to draw a cube? Well, it's all kinds of fun things you can draw with a cube. So this will be very elementary looking, but it's just a basis. Okay, so there's a rectangle. All the same information applies when drawing a rectangle as when drawing a square. Okay. I've got a square and rectangle next to each other. If I add another rectangle, some tires, I got a truck. Okay, right now it looks like a toy truck. Don't make fun of my truck. Okay, but we can take this to the next level with our new skills by putting perspective in. So if you start with this cube here, right, all of your angles are going to be the same. Each point is going to have an angle. We're up high, we're looking down at the truck maybe from an upstairs window or something like that, okay? Now your horizontal lines are going to line up with these. There's the hood of the truck. Your vertical lines, if you want to be detailed, you can add some windows here. If I put a line going down here, what are we showing? You can't answer me. I so forget that. Anyway, so now we're showing the inside bed of the truck. So you could put some wood in there or, something fun. Okay. There are lots of other details that go into this. I can see this tire here. I wouldn't be able to see the whole tire, but I might be able to see part of the tire, back tire on the other side. You've got headlights, bumpers, all kinds of stuff that you can do. So this is where you start. And again, we're going back to that, we're skill building. You can't start by drawing an F-150 with all the trimmings, okay? Start with the building blocks, start with the basics. Understand how to give your object 3D. And then you can go back and you can give it a little bit more realistic detail. Okay. So if you were making a car, it's the same concept. Very basic. But again, we're starting to understand the three-dimensionality that we're working with when we try to create the illusion of something 3D. A house is just as simple, okay? We've had a lesson on some of the 3D forms. A pyramid is drawn the same way that we draw the cube. You put your 45-degree angle and it's connected from the point down. So some houses have a pyramid roof and some houses have what we call a prism roof. Again, that same angle, except this time you have a parallel angle here and a parallel angle here. Okay, so depending on what type of house that you want to have, when you put the pyramid on top, you do that first. So you have your square and then your triangle. You go from the top of the triangle, side. This line is parallel with this line, vertical. This line is now parallel with the roof line. Okay, you can add doors and windows. On the front of your house, the doors and windows look normal, same way you've been drawing them since you were a little kid probably. But now that we have the concept of space, as we're showing things going back into space, your garage door or whatever's on the side of the house here, it's going to be parallel to these lines. So I have my angle at the top of that garage door is going to be parallel to that, because again, you're showing that space. This is where the house is closer to me, this is where the house is further away. If you have a driveway, look there, I just made a driveway. Anyway, so this line and this line need to be parallel. If there were windows, those lines would be parallel to the top and the bottom of the house as well. If you had an apartment building with multiple levels, the same thing is going to apply. Bird's eye view here. I know that this is my angle, so I can go in and lightly put little guidelines for rows of windows, okay? And I can go back and develop that a little bit more. Okay. So you have that same kind of thing. If you had steps, this is the base, okay? What's on the ground, right? Then I've got a rectangle that comes up and it's a rectangle, it's a cube. I want these windows to line up with the windows that are already on the side of the building. Maybe in the front there's 3 of them. If you want to be real persnickety, you could use a ruler to do that, and you can go in and erase your in-between lines so that you did not see those. Okay. What other things can you think of? Basically anything that is based on a cube uses these same structures. A cereal box, a refrigerator, everything that's not a cylinder or a sphere. Okay, so see what you can come up with, and happy cube drawing.